right, those of you expecting a 10 o'clock start, I have to say that we're going to get us started a little bit late. The game before us got done a little late. It's already 10 o'clock right now, and they haven't even finished cutting the ice. Boys are all dressed, ready to go here, though. We're playing the Newark Generals, a team from Delaware. The tournament here at the St. James in Springfield, Virginia. So you got time to go get some popcorn, get a cup of coffee, and come back. All right, well, the Zamboni's done. They left a big chunk of snow on the ice, though, right by the blue line to my left to the screen here. That's not going to be an issue for this game. We got one referee, and we got an opposing team. The opposing team's wearing olive drab green on the right side. The Patriots are coming out for their warm-up now, wearing white. All right, so Geffen is not wearing his jersey today. He's just got a white shirt on. And I think process elimination, I think that's Geffen. He's hurting the slot right now. He's got a practice jersey on. I guess he left his jersey at home. But otherwise, looks like we got pretty much a full squad out there. It's funny, we're at the end of the season now, and we still have players that never got their regular season jerseys. They're still wearing jerseys from previous seasons or practice jerseys. Makes me giggle a little bit. That's a lot of money to spend on a jersey you're never going to use. All right, that horns the end of the warm-up. We are the home team for this first tournament game. I don't have any intelligence about this other team's record or what even level of hockey what tier they play at. They have two lines. Looks like 10 skaters, 2 goalies. So we have a slight advantage there on skaters, which might help later in the game. All right, they break from the huddle around the net. Still cleaning up pucks there. And we'll get a starting line out here. Henry's in net. Langston, William, Riot, Dakota, and Brody. Riot taking the draw. 13-minute periods here in the tournament. Normally we're used to seeing 15 in our regular season. And I'm curious if they're using 2-minute or minute 30 penalties. We'll see once somebody goes in the box. All right, Patriots are fired up, banging on the boards over there. Here comes the drop. Riot taking face-off. And Newark won the draw. They bring it back in their defensive zone, get it out to neutral ice. Back check, though, hit the referee, I think. Dakota tried to pass it, lost the puck over to Williams. Williams lost the puck, though, in the defensive zone, battling again. Now Newark's got to looking for a pass. They send it to the slot. There's a player there, takes a shot, goes off of Langston. Now picked up by Brody. Brody sends it out of the zone, touched up, and they're calling for icing. He's going to come all the way back. And that'll stop the clock. 12:35 first period. Back in the defensive zone for a faceoff. And Newark's going to make a change. Patriots are going to stay out there for another shift. Dakota's in the slot with Langston. Riot are going to take this faceoff. Referee's telling the player to stick his mouth guard in. All right, here comes the drop. And tied him up, but back to William. We control the puck now. Sends it over to the far side. Dakota's there, but so is a Newark player. Leaves the zone. Chasing after now is Riot. Riot's got a 2-on, turning into a 2-on-1 here. Getting joined by Brody. Takes a shot. Big rebound. Bounce away. Newark picks it up. Now going the other way. Coming out to the blue line. Langston steps up, swatting at it, but can't hold the zone. But now held by Brody. Brody throws it in deep. Puck ricochets behind the net. Touched up by the goalie. And now picked up by Newark. Newark's getting some pressure, though, from Brody. And now the puck comes over to the near side ball. Controlled by Newark, but stepping up is Riot. Can't hold the zone. Now Newark's going the other way. They cross the ice, and Langston's there to pick it up and throw it out of the zone, putting Newark offside. But they quickly get back outside, and they dump the puck in and on net. Henry had to touch that, and now picked up by Langston. And now we're changing. Langston's going to try to airmail it out of here. It hit Brody, though, and stayed in the zone. And now Newark dumps it in deep. Williams back there to go collect this puck and gets away from that forechecker. He sends it over to Brody. Brody's got some skating room now. Made a couple moves, get away from a back check, and now lost the puck. And now picked up by Langston. Langston's going to take it out of his zone, skating with it, crosses the red line. Getting stick lifted. The other player lost the stick, takes a shot. Goalie knocked it away. And Langston got taken down there, but no call. Now poked at by Z, who made some changes on the fly there. Z's out there now with Dylan and Nico. And we swapped out one to... And now Newark's got it, and they're onside. They bring the puck in the offensive zone. He's going to make a move there. Got down deep, low, knocked away by an active stick of Z. Takes the shot, gets deflected into the far corner. And Newark's there. They throw it on net, goes off the bar, and takes another shot, and now knocked into the corner. And now Blankston's there. He's going to shovel it out of there, and got touched up by Yosef going all the way down. Puck's on its edge and waffling, and icing's the call. Going to come all the way back. And that'll give us a chance to change. 10:54 on that stoppage clock, first period, no score. Danny's out there now with Cohen on defense. Z, Yosef, and Dylan. Z is going to take the draw. Dylan and Cohen set up in the slot. And referees are getting set. Here comes the drop. Controlled by Patriots. Dylan's going to go fetch this off the boards. Brings it out, lost the puck, and it chips it out of the zone, though. And now Newark's offside, and touched up, though, by Dylan and taken away, going the other way. Dylan brings it on, takes a shot, ricochets off the defenseman, and goes into the corner. Yosef's down there on a forecheck and takes control of the puck. He's got some pressure, though. Now has it now, sends it out to the point. Danny's there, throws it back in, loose puck behind the net now. And approaching is Z and Dylan. Dylan's got on the backhand in the far circle. Sends it back out to the point. Danny's there, settles the puck, takes a shot. Missed the net, comes over here to the right side. Dylan's down there, but so is a Newark player. And gets some pressure into the corner. And Newark digs it out of there, going now behind the net, and puts it on a forehand, fires it out to the blue line. Stepping up is Danny, shovels it back in now, loose puck behind the net. Newark's going to dig it out of there, and got some pressure from Yosef. We got a whistle coming. It's going to be a hit on boarding, I think, or roughing on Yosef. And that'll put the Patriots in a penalty kill for either a minute and a half or 2 minutes. Roughing's the call. Yosef goes in the box. Penalty kill. We'll see. They haven't put it on the clock, on the board yet. It's going to come all the way back in our defensive zone. 10:04 on that stoppage you played first period. Just waiting for the penalty to go on the board here. It's a 2-minute penalty. So 13-minute periods, 2-minute penalties. And Jackson's out there now. Nico, Zach, and Chris.
Zach taking a draw, and they won the draw and immediately took a shot on net, but knocked away by Henry. Sends it over to the far side, can't handle the pass, goes out towards their top of their circle. They dump it back in now. Coming over the near side, Jackson's there, but so is Newark. Pushes him off the puck and no whistle, and then sends it out of the zone. And Newark's got to regroup in the neutral zone. Nico's pressuring the puck here, but Newark's skating with it, bringing it in the zone. But Jackson's there and sends it over to Zach. Zach airmails it across to Nico. Nico's going to dump it in and leaves it there. And now bringing it back out is Newark. They swat on the pass, though, and left the puck in the offensive zone. Here they come. Pressuring the puck is Zach. And you got a big collision against the boards there, and now picked up by Newark. Newark's going to enter the neutral zone and looking to come on side here, and they do. Poked at by Jackson. Now lost it. Has it on the forehand. Now on the backhand. Shipped away by Chris. Nice defensive stop there. Picked up by Jackson. Jackson sends it out. Leaves the zone. Puts Newark back in the defensive zone. We're having to regroup. We're going to make some more changes. Riot comes out on the ice. Newark comes back to the neutral zone. Now enters on side. Getting some pressure there from Jackson. Got behind Jackson. Has it on the forehand. Sends it into the crease. Missed the one-timer. Goes over to the far side. Newark's there. They lost the puck. Chris flicks it out of the zone, and that puts them back offside again. And Newark's got to regroup again. 42 seconds left in the power play for Newark. Stepping up is Jackson. Throws it down, but intercepted and neutralized by Newark. Puck pops right up in the air. And now back out towards the blue line. Jackson steps up. Sends it over to Brody. Brody playing keep away. Now going to enter the zone. Has on a short-handed on the forehand. Takes a shot. Missed the net. Comes over to the near side. Coming out towards the blue line. And Riot's there trying to slow it down. Now Williams joined the ice. Now going the other way. Newark got it and then settling the puck. Made a move, but crashed into Langston. And now the puck goes on net. And Henry has to cover that, and that'll stop play. 8:18 to go in the period. 15 seconds left in the penalty kill. So fresh legs out there now for the Patriots. It's Brody, Riot, William, and Langston. Still no score on the board. And Patriots won the draw. Langston shoves it over to the far side. Brody's over there. He's going to dig it off the board. Getting some pressure now from Newark. They chip it back in. William collects the puck. Has it behind the net. Puts the brakes on to get away from that forechecker. He's got another forechecker on him. Takes the puck away. Now brings it over the near side. Looking for it. Sends it and misses the pass there. Now we're back to full strength. And Dakota came on the ice. And a little less than 8 minutes to go in the period. That pass went through everybody. Now coming over to the far side. Langston's going to step up and shovel it high off the glass. Bouncing puck towards the blue line. Chip back in, now picked up by Brody. And Brody settles it against the board and sends it out, but intercepted by Newark. Newark tried to dump it in, but hit another Newark player. Now the puck squirts out. Williams there to collect it. Sends it off the Newark player, and they collect the puck now. Newark's got it now, looking for a pass. Getting some pressure from William there. And now they bring it, William ties them up. And the puck is stuck down there. Now another Newark player and Riot joined that fray. The puck squirts out and now sent around the net. There's a Newark player over there, some pressure from Riot. And now picked up by Riot, going the other way. Skating to break that zone. And out crosses the red line, getting joined by Brody and Dakota on the trail. And still has to control the puck, getting some pressure though. Now they goes down, no call. Both players are down. Puck's stuck behind the board. Now getting some help from Dakota and Brody. And now we got 3 Patriots back there. And now Brody brought it out. Now he's getting tied up by Newark. Sends it back towards the net, now knocked away by Newark's defense. And now they collect the puck behind their own net. They send it out, touched up by Dakota. Dakota took it away, has it on forehand, takes a shot, misses the net, comes over to the near side. Riot steps up and pokes it in, takes a hit as he does, and left the puck there. And now Newark's got it going the other way, and they enter neutral ice. Trying to slow him down here is Cohen and Danny. Made a move into the high slot, back check go by Brody, now squirted out of there. Now Riot collects the puck, brings it through neutral ice. Shovels it in on the backhand, touched up by Newark, and they settle the puck in their defensive zone. They send it across ice, and now they're entering the zone onside. Poking at it was Danny, slows him down. Now the puck goes behind the net, now towards the side of the net. There's a Newark player there, and Cohen's getting in his face, and now getting joined by Riot. Riot squeezes him on the puck now. Puck squirts out of there, picked up by Cohen. He swats at a pass, now collects it, and getting some pressure. Newark shovels it now back behind the net. Danny's there. Danny fires it over to the far side. There's a Newark player stepped up and now dumped it back in. Danny flicks it ahead for Dylan. Dylan's going to try to push it out, but can't. Newark holds his own, takes a shot. Big rebound, comes over to the near side boards. Newark picks it up, sends it to the slot. Whiffs on a one-timer. We just owned gold, I think. Wow! We just scored on ourselves.
Get off the ice! Wow!
And the score is 1-0 Newark. We scored that goal on ourselves. 5:44 in the first period. Z's out there, Dylan, Yosef, Chris, and Jackson. All right, now Patriots won the draw. Dylan's kicking at it, brings it in his own, split the defense, but now it goes on net, and goalie's going to play it away. Comes over the near side. Coming up the boards and getting some pressure though from the Patriots. They leave his own. This could be icing. It's going all the way down. Icing's the call. Oh, he waved the icing. I don't understand that. One referee had his hand up, the other one didn't. Now, puck squirts out of there, coming out towards the blue line. Z's there. He's going to push it, and now it leaves his zone. Dylan's going the other way, and got taken away on a back check though by Newark. Puck comes out, now enters the zone, getting some pressure. We got a whistle coming. Offside's the call. 5:14 to go in the period. Neutralized face-off coming, I assume right here at the blue line. And Chris and Jackson are still on defense. We swapped out centers and wings. Nico, Zach, and Gethin. Gethin got his jersey now. He had a practice jersey during the warm-up. Newark's making some changes. I don't know what's going on. Newark has only got 4 skaters. Misconduct for not having the right gear. That's a warning from the referee to the Newark bench. I guess the kid didn't have his safety gear, and now they had to make a bunch of changes. If they do that again, I think it's going to result in a penalty. And controlled by the Patriots. Nico's got it, dumps it out and taken over by Newark. Now chipped ahead by Gethin, but they throw it back in the zone. It hits Nico, and now picked up by Newark, and they're trying to get it in, but Nico pokes it out. Now picked away. Now Newark sends it ahead, but Gethin's there, hammers it back, and ricocheted off a couple players and back to neutral ice, picked up by Newark. Newark dumps it in, now stepping up with Zach, knocked it away over to Gethin. Gethin's got it now, getting some pressure on the back check, though, and they take the puck away. Now Newark's got it in their defensive zone, skating hard to come the other way. Now they enter the neutral ice. Now the offensive zone, and guys on the forehand, now bring it towards the net. Throws it off the side of the net, now picked up by Zach. Zach hammers it out towards the blue line. Bouncing puck held in by Newark. They send it back, intercepted by Chris. Now flicking it out of the zone was Nico, and now going to get picked up by Newark. Gethin's in on a forecheck, but Newark's got control of the puck. Now knocked away by the Patriots, and Newark collects the puck skating the other way through neutral ice. Going the other way, going to enter the zone. And they're onside. Takes a shot, deflected away by Chris's stick. Now Chris shovels it over to Jackson. Jackson's going to dig this off the board, pushes it ahead for Nico. Nico pushes it out of the zone, but collected by Newark, and now chipped at by Zach over to the far board. Zach backhands it ahead for Gethin. Gethin fires it into the zone, but there's just Newark players there, and they control the puck. They send it ahead to neutral ice, and now made a move to get away from a forecheck there by Zach, and over to Langston, now on defense. Throws it out to neutral ice, now collected by Newark. Newark now crosses the red line, and getting some pressure right at the blue line by Zach, but the puck comes into our defensive zone, kicked out by Langston, and now sent in and intercepted by Newark. Newark's going the other way and swatting at it, and he's got some pressure there and poking at it, but now the puck comes in deep. Langston's down there to go get it, but he's got 2 forecheckers on him. Sends it over to Nico. Nico's got some room now. He's going to break out of his zone and getting chased at, and now brings it in the offensive zone. Lost the puck, though, on a back check. And now Newark's got it going the other way. Gethin forecheck and knocked the puck away temporarily, but sent back out of the zone by Newark. Now back over to the defense. Williams there. Williams sends it over to Z. Z's out controlling the puck, makes a move across the red line. He's going to bring us outside, throws it on net, bouncing puck, missed the net. Comes over to the right side. Newark's there, and they fired out towards the blue line. Stepping up was Langston. Couldn't do much with it, though, as it was bouncing. And now comes towards the blue line, and now both players go down, but they got it out of the zone. Now we dumped it in. This could be icing. Icing's the call. It's going to come all the way back. We were changing there. And there's a little bit of chaos, but we managed to get our change done. But we did ice the puck, so that's going to bring us back in the defensive zone. So Z's out there now with Ellis, Johnny, Langston, and William. Johnny and Langston are set up in the slot. Z is taking the face-off. 2:57 on the stoppage of play. First period continues. Newark is up 1-0. And controlled by Newark. They're going to immediately take a shot. Hit Langston. He winced, took another shot, and now didn't quite stick to Henry, but he saw the rebound and covers it, and that'll stop play. Got another defensive zone faceoff coming here for the Patriots. And controlled by the Patriots. Langston's going to go hammer it over here on the near side, coming out towards Ellis. Ellis is there. He's got some room. Lost the puck, though. Takes a shot on goal. Over to actually turned into a pass. A big collision. Now picked up by Z. Z made some moves to get away from that forechecker. Flicks it out of the zone to Ellis. Ellis can't quite handle the pass. Now picked up by Newark. Newark shovels it ahead. And puck comes to Newark again, now crossing the red line. Williams there to contest the puck and banging on it, and knocks it in. Now big collision, players go down, but Langston picks up the puck. Langston sends it ahead for Ellis. Ellis has got some room now. Looks for a pass, sends it to Z, but got tied up by Newark. Now crosses the red line, dumps it in. Goalie had to play that, but he missed it. He just missed the net. Forechecking here, Z and Ellis sends it out to Williams. Williams gonna step up, hammers a shot, hit a defenseman, and knocked down, and Newark's going the other way. And trying to catch up is Ellis to slow them down. They just dump it in, and they're going to change. So no pressure here from Newark as they're changing. William digs the puck out of the corner, and now skating here. They're looking for a pass. Got some pressure from the forecheck. Lost the puck, but put Newark offside. Kicks it ahead to himself. Now Williams going to bring it in the zone. Going to make a move, splits the defense, collects the puck, takes a centering pass there, but missed it. Back to Johnny. Johnny shoots, but it's taken away by Newark. He missed the net there. Now Newark's got it skating with it. Johnny puts some pressure on, but can't slow him down. They send it across the ice, and there's a player waiting for it there, and they enter onside. Langston breaks up that rush, and now goes into the corner, hammers the puck over the near side. Ellis is here waiting for it, and there's nobody at the point because Newark had come in deep. Now the puck is in neutral ice and controlled by Newark. Newark looking for a pass. They send it across ice, touched up by Z, but now Newark's onside. Swatting at it was Langston. Takes a shot, gave up a rebound, comes over to the near side. Langston, they take another shot, but intercepted by Z. Z's getting some pressure from Newark, but kicked the puck out of there, and now comes back behind the net. Newark's there first, but here comes Johnny. Johnny putting some pressure on Langston. Langston's got it now skating with it. Looking to break the zone. And does. Now across the red line, shovels it ahead, and got kicked in by Newark, and now forechecking, but really tired is Ellis. And he sends it out to the blue line and clears the zone, and Langston's got to go collect it at neutral ice and get us back onside. Now out there is Cohen and Langston, and they sends it ahead for Ellis, but it got poke checked away by Newark. Newark banged on it with Z now, and they send the puck, and now collected by Newark in their defensive zone. Johnny was there to poke it and hold the zone, but now out of the zone, and now it could be icing. No, they're saying no icing, and now the puck goes in deep. Cohen's there to go collect this. He's got some pressure from a forechecker, and the forechecker held it down in there deep. Now has control of the puck, and looking for a pass. Tried to wrap around, but got knocked off the side of the net. Over here the near side. Now they throw it off the back of the net. Now into the crease, and now Henry's got to reach out and cover it, and that'll stop play. 11 seconds left in the period. Newark is up 1-0 on an earlier own goal by the Patriots. And now we have 11 seconds left in our defensive zone. So it's Langston, Danny, Riot, Brody, and Dakota. Riot taking the draw. We won the draw. Danny's got it, shovels it over to Dakota. Dakota's got some room now. He's skating hard. Gonna break the zone, putting them back here on their heels. Dumped it ahead to himself, and now has it behind the defense. Gonna take a shot. Big rebound goes flying in the air, and that horn is the end of the period. So good rush there at the end, but no goal. Patriots are down 1-0 after one period of play. First intermission starts now.
We're going to defend the right side of the screen for the second period. 13-minute periods here in this tournament format. 2-minute penalties. Both teams at full strength here. Henry goes back in the net. Dakota, Brody, Riot out there to start. And looks like Cohen and Danny on defense. Second period getting ready to start here. Riot takes the face-off for the Patriots. Referee is now warning another player about a mouthpiece, and I think this is going to be a technical penalty on Newark for not having the proper safety equipment. So they're going to have to put somebody in the box. And we're going to have a power play to start the second period because of a technical penalty. No, not a power play. Just one of their players has to go in the box. So it's still 5-on-5.
And he is not, they don't even have that, okay, controlled by Newark there, and they left the puck though, and now poking at it was Cohen. Puck goes up behind our net. Newark's down there on a forecheck, and they control the puck. They send it out towards the blue line, and now lost the pass though, and now Brody goes and collects it. Crosses down the red line, entering the offensive zone, and we're onside. Brody's got it on the forehand, looking for a pass, knocked away by Newark. Nakota's there, and he's got it on the backhand. Now a forehand, sends it, he missed the pass over to Brody. And now big collision though, but Newark still keeps the puck, and they fling it out of the zone. Now getting back is Danny. Danny pushes it back, and now Newark has control of the puck, and they're onside, but they left the puck in the high slot. Dakota's there, chips it ahead for Brody. Knocked away by Newark. Coming over to the near side. Dakota's there, he throws it in, and now the puck's in deep and loose. And now forwarding, Brody's there, but Newark put the brakes on to get away from him. Dakota puts a big check on, and puck comes flying out of there, controlled by Newark. Now cross ice to the blue line and leaves our offensive zone, but chipped back in by Chris. So Chris and Danny are out there on defense line. Newark sends it out, but Chris is there to stop it, right neutralize. We get back on side, and Brody's got to turn it around and come the other way, and he does. Now lost the puck though, and Newark pokes at it, bounces around now top of the circle, and they ice the puck. It's going all the way down, and icing's going to be the call. It's going to come all the way back. 11:49 on the start of the play, back in the offensive zone for the Patriots. So we got Z out there, Dylan, Joseph, Chris, and Jackson. Patriots are down by a goal. Second period continues. And controlled by Newark, and they charge out his zone, but poking at it was Dylan. He keeps it in the zone. Now has it on a forehand. Flicks it to himself, but getting some pressure, and now swatting at it over to Z. Z digs it out of there, has it now on a forehand, looking for a pass. Sends it out to the point. Jackson's there. Jackson winds up, sends it in to Joseph. Lost the puck though. Newark's trying to get it out of there, but Jackson steps up and over to Joseph. Joseph takes a shot, redirected, missed the net. Comes over to the inner side. Dylan steps up, takes control of the puck. Sends it into the slot, but intercepted by Newark. Newark's going to send it out of the zone and out to neutral ice. Chris is there to collect the puck, sends it back towards our offensive zone. Picked up by Joseph. Joseph takes a shot. Redirected off the net by the goalie, and now Dylan steps up and dumps it into himself, now chasing after it. And poked out of there by Newark back towards the top of the circle, and they're going to leave the zone. Chasing after though, Chris got a piece of that and slowed it down. Dylan's going to airmail it in, and the puck's in deep. Now chasing after to Z on a forecheck, and on the other side is Joseph. They send it across the ice out to the blue line. Jackson steps up and holds his own. But got some pressure there from Newark. They send it out, and I got it behind our defense a bit. Chris is going to try to slow him down, and does, takes the puck away. Nice defensive stop there by Chris. Sends it ahead for Dylan. Dylan charging the other way, getting joined on a 3-on-2. Over to Z. Z's going to get joined by Joseph on the far side. Has it on a forehand, looking for a pass. Takes a shot. Goalie gave up no rebound. It stuck to him, and that'll stop play. 10:33. We're going to make some changes out here. And this is going to be another offensive zone faceoff for the Patriots. Got Langston and William on defense. Gethin, Zach, and Nico. Zach taking the draw. Gethin's going to take a spot on the boards. Nico's in the slot. Over the Patriots. It hit Langston, and now chipped that and held in the zone off of a shin guard. And now Newark's got it going the other way and charging hard. Trying to slow him down with Zach. Got behind our defense. Has it on a forehand. Takes a shot. He faked the shot and then got sent over. Now stuck behind it. It's stuck in the netting. Langston digs it out of there and sends it over to William. And now Newark controls the puck. They send it into the slot, but it went through everything. Didn't touch anybody. Goes over to the far side point. Now missed the net. Comes over to the near side. Settled to the high slot. There's nobody there. It's going all the way back. No chance of icing because Newark did this. And now collected by Newark. Forward checking here is Gethin and Nico. And they got some speed on though. Gethin slowed it down but didn't get complete the stopping the rusher. Now they got some speed on. They split our defense and lost the puck though. Goes now behind the net. Williams there and chips it away now to himself. Williams now skating with the puck. Going the other way. Looking for a pass. And crosses the red line but got chipped at. And now lost the puck there. And now sends it back in the defensive zone, and Langston's there. Langston picks up the puck, now looking for a pass. Newark's changing. They send it across here to Gethin. Missed the pass, though. It's going to go all the way down. No icing. And could it be potentially on net, but he picked up by the defenders there. Nico's there on a forecheck. They got out of the zone now. Coming the other way. Langston's there, going to immediately have to do something, but he's got to sends it over to Nico. Nico lost his edge and went down. Now Newark's going the other way. Banged at by Zach, and now Zach sends it to himself. Has it on a forehand, takes a shot. Goalie gave up a little rebound, now reaches out and covers it. and that'll stop play. 9:02 to go in the period. Okay, we're going to make some more changes. Z's out there now. Johnny, Ellis, Cohen, and Danny. Z taking a face-off. Johnny's in the kind of behind him in the high slot there. And controlled by Newark, but now Ellis takes a shot. It hits Z. Now Z's got on the backhand, lost in the corner. Now picked up by Newark. Good some pressure though from Z and Ellis. Puck comes over to the near side, and there's nobody there. Chasing after both teams. Johnny's going to get there, but so is Newark. Newark sends it ahead to another Newark player, and they're trying to clear out. Danny steps up, holds his own, immediately dumps it in. Puck's loose behind the net. Ellis is there, chips it over to Johnny. Johnny tries to send it in towards us. Got knocked out of there, and now bounces it in the corner. Z goes and picks this up, leaves it though, and now Newark's got it. And they send it up, but Johnny's there. And battling for control of the puck, they're right outside the boards. And they're all tied up down there. Stepping up is Danny. Danny immediately takes a shot, intercepted by Newark. Now back check by Ellis, and they clear the zone. Cohen's got to collect this and get us back on side. Johnny throws it ahead, now intercepted by Newark. Newark throws it to themselves, but intercepted by Danny. Danny flicks it out of there, but now settled by Newark. And Newark's regrouping in the neutral ice. And now they cross the red line. Now the blue line, and they try to, we got it still on a forehand. Takes a shot, scores. 8:04 to go in the period. Newark goes up 2-0. And back to neutral ice. So Jackson, Chris are on the ice now. Dakota, Riot, Brody. And controlled by Newark. They're now giving away to Chris has got it. Riot's going to enter onside, getting joined by Brody and Dakota. Back checked away by Newark. Newark tried to clear his zone, but didn't. Now collects the puck, and now they send it out. And there's a Newark player waiting for it, but so is Brody. Ties him up and gets him off the puck. Now controls it. Sends it out of his zone. Dakota's there. Touched it. No, he's saying icing. Gonna come all the way back. Icing's the call back in the defensive zone for the Patriots. 7:42 on the clock. Second period continues. Score is 2-0 Newark. Jackson and Chris. Brody, Dakota, and Riot. Riot taking face off. Dakota's in the slot with Chris. Jackson, we won the draw. They sent it over to the near side and out to the blue line. There's nobody there. Now, Dakota missed that pass, though, and now but kept in the offensive zone. Now chasing on a forecheck is Brody. Pokes it away. Looking for a pass. Sends it to the high slot. Chris is there. Chris whiffs on a shot. Now picked up by Newark. Newark's skating to get away from our forecheck and now enters it in neutral zone. Got some speed on. Gets to the far corner. Knocked away by a back check by Brody. Brody sends it ahead to himself. Now collects the puck. We're onside. Getting joined by Dakota. Brings it into the slot. And whiffs on a shot. Got stick lifted. Sends it through the slot. Goes over to the far side. Just Newark players over there, and they control the puck down. And it hit Riot trying to leave the zone. Now Newark dumps it in, and it goes in deep. Chasing after it is Chris. Puck is stuck to the boards on its edge. Chris is there, sends it ahead for Dakota. Dakota touched it up, but it didn't leave the zone. Held in by Newark. Newark takes a shot, misses the net. Comes over to the near side, poked away by Jackson. Now picked up by Chris. Chris sends it ahead to Dakota. Dakota swats on a pass, trying to clear the zone. Took a big hit, but now Riot's on a breakaway, going the other way, getting joined by a trailer by Brody. Winds up, takes a shot, blocked it away, comes bouncing out towards the top of the circle. Now, we got a whistle coming. I'm not sure what this whistle is. It's roughing on Newark. So we're going to be in a power play here for 2 minutes. There's 6:41 on the clock. Second period continues. We're down by 2 goals. Z, Dylan, Yosef, William, and Langston. Z taking the draw. Dylan's in the high slot, kind of behind Z. We're waiting for the scoreboard to get right. We still haven't got there it is. The penalty's on the board now. And controlled by Newark. Newark short-handed here and charging the other way. Yosef's trying to slow him down. It doesn't. Now they come into the neutral. William pokes away. Back to Yosef. Yosef chips it ahead to himself. Now got behind the defense. And getting joined by a couple trailers. Takes a shot. Puck went high in the air, but behind the net. And now pressuring the puck is Z. Z's got it now. Our power play continues. Now taken away by Newark. Newark clears the zone. And it's going all the way down. No icing. Because he said Langston touched it. And now going to get picked up by William. Forechecking though hard is Newark. They put the brakes on, sends it over here to the near side. Dylan chips it ahead for Z. Banging on it though, and now squirts back in our defensive zone and held in by Newark short-handed. And Newark's playing keep away in the corner. Now Z puts a big hit on him, lost the puck and lost the stick. Oh, where's William lost the stick? Over to Yosef. Yosef left the puck in the defensive zone. Takes a shot. Missed the net or got redirected away by Henry. I couldn't tell. Now big collisions now picked up by Langston. Langston skating with it now. Made some moves to get away from that forecheck. He sends it across ice to Joseph. Joseph now getting joined by Dylan. Dylan takes control of the puck. Has it on a forehand. Takes a shot. Misses the net. Comes over to the near side. Williams there. He's got a big puck off the boards. Puck is on its edge. And now settled by Joseph. Playing keep away on a backhand. Now on a forehand. Throws it towards the net. Almost got redirected by Dylan, but lost the puck. Now settled by Dylan. Dylan's getting some pressure from Newark. Sends it out to the point. Langston's going to wind up. Takes a shot. Gave up a rebound. Takes another shot. Oh, missed the net there. Z had an opportunity. Over to Joseph. Joseph throws it towards the net. Intercepted by Newark. And now they airmail it out towards the blue line. Held in by William. William takes a shot. Missed the net. Comes over to the near side. Dylan's there. He's got it on the backhand. Got some room now. Looking for a pass. Sends it. Whiffs on a pass. Now Newark going the other way shorthanded. Trying to chase after it as Dylan gets in the way and slows him down. Sends it back towards the blue line and now cleared the zone by Langston. Back the other way, but Newark's going to park the puck in their defensive zone. They still have it. Penalty to kill for another 14 seconds. Dylan steps up, controls the puck now, sends it into the slot. Can't be handled there. And now bouncing around. And now goes on net. Misses the shot though. Dylan had an opportunity there. Goalie got a piece of that. Now picked up by Newark, going the other way. Swatting at it, trying to slow him down was Dylan. Now they under neutral ice. Got some speed on. Now they're back to full strength. Got behind our defensive edge. Shoots. Missed the net. Comes over to the near side. Coming out left of the zone. And that puck's going all the way down. They did that to themselves. No chance of icing. Forward checking here is Z. We made some more changes. 4:25. They send it out towards the blue line. Held in by Gethin. Back to Z. Z's got it. Got to split the defense. Takes a shot. Goalie blocker away. High. Goes into the slot. Knocking around in the crease. And goes through the crease. Now over to the near side. Chasing after it's Nico. But Newark's there and they send out of the zone. Williams steps up. Got to get us back on side. And offsides is the call. 4:05. Second period. Newark is up by 2 goals. All right, we made some more changes. It's Zach, Gethin, Nico, Cohen, and Danny. Zach taking a draw. And controlled by the Patriots. Cohen sends it ahead for Nico, and then it goes into the offensive zone, but controlled by Newark. Forward checking, though, is Gethin. And trying to slow it down was Nico, but they didn't. They left the zone out towards our defensive zone. Danny's there. Danny's going to flick it out of the zone ahead for Gethin, but now intercepted by Newark, and they're offside. And that'll stop the clock. Neutral's doing face-off coming. They're going to stay out there for another drop. Zach taking the draw. Nico's at center ice, and Cohen's right behind him. Controlled by Newark, and they're immediately going to take control of the puck and dive into the zone. And they do. Got it against the far corner on a forehand. Looking for a pass, and brings it over the near side. Got poked away by Danny. But still control the puck. Out to the slot. To the circle, takes a shot and goes into the corner. Trying to time up is Nico. And then he'll take another shot. Moose gave up a rebound, knocked away by Danny. Nice defensive stop there. Danny flings it ahead, touched up by Gethin, going all the way down. They're waving the icing. And now Newark gets to the puck. Forward checking is Gethin. You put the brakes on to get away from Zach was there too, but now Newark's got it. Wasn't skating with it, going the other way. And now crosses the red line, but Danny chips it back towards our offensive zone, but set up by Newark. And now Gethin's there, took a big hit as and now somehow or another, Zach held that, and now Gethin takes a shot, but it missed the net. Goes over to the far side, partially disrupted by the defense. Nico's there trying to pressure the puck. Squirts out, now tied up behind him. Newark sent it, now hits Zach on the skate, and comes over the near side. Gethin's there on a forecheck, but so is Newark. And Newark sends it out and out towards the blue line, trying to clear the zone, and they do. Zach's going to go fetch this, sends it across ice to Nico. Nico touched it up and goes in the offensive zone, but taken away by Newark. And now pressuring the puck is Gethin, but Newark has continued it, held in the zone by Zach, but now out of the zone. And now Newark's chasing hard, goes in the offensive zone, got behind our defense, and the puck goes into the corner. Now sends it on net, misses the net, comes over the near side. Nico's there trying to get it out. They dump it back in, and now the puck's loose behind our net. Danny's there and fires it over to the near side. And there's a bunch of players there, including Gethin. Gethin takes control of the puck, now skating now behind our net. And Gethin puts the brakes on, now sends it ahead, but intercepted by Newark. Newark's got control of the puck, chipped away by Gethin. Over to Nico. Nico's now skating with it, looking for a pass. And crosses the red line and now dumps it in. Puck's in deep. We're going to make some changes here. There's a little less than 2 minutes to go on the clock. Ellis is out there now forechecking. Newark sends it ahead, and they missed the pass and left it in our offensive zone. And now poking hard is Ellis. They left the puck there. Now out to neutral ice. Chipping at it was Z. Z brings us onside. Has it on a forehand. And takes a shot. Score! Unassisted goal for Z. 141. puts the Patriots back within a goal. The score is 2-1 Newark. Far down there, rung the bell. And now we got another center ice faceoff coming with 1:41 to go in the second period. And now it's a 1-goal game. Okay, Johnny, Ellis, Z, Jackson, and Chris. Z taking the draw. Johnny's on the near side. Ellis is on the far side. And controlled by neither team. And now Chris has got it, but sent it ahead over to Z. Z made a move, but big collision, lost the puck in neutral ice. Now picked up by Newark. Newark going the other way, gets some pressure from Z, smears him in the board, takes the puck away. Chris has got it. Chris dumps it in. Loose puck now behind the net. Chasing after on a forecheck is Ellis. And taken away by Newark, though, and they're skating hard to get away from Ellis' forecheck. They send it across ice. There's a Newark player there, but now Chris is going to step up and bang on this, and he knocks it away, and then ricochets around and enters our defensive zone, coming over to the far side boards. Ellis is there, but so is Jackson. Ellis dumps it out of his zone and back to neutral ice. And now into our offensive zone, but Z's there on a forecheck. And Z keeps the pressure on. Now here comes Johnny, and puck's knocking around down there. Z's got it on a forehand now. And now a backhand. Sends it in through the crease, but nobody touched it. Goes over to the far side. Stepping up is Ellis. Ellis sends it back to Jackson. Poked out of there by Newark, and now stepping up is Chris. And now it's a foot race going all the way down. Chris is going to get there first. Puts the brakes on, throws it back towards the blue line, but held in by Newark. Now into the circle. Handled by Newark. Now over to the near side. Newark's got control of the puck. They bring it to the top of their circle. Heads it on the forehand. Sends it on net. Redirected. Now into the slot. Takes another shot. Hits somebody or something and knocked out of there. Out to the high slot. Newark's going to riff on a shot pass there. Johnny going the other way. And skating with it, but lifted his stick and took the puck away. Now Newark's got it in the offensive zone for the Patriots, and they send it out, but touched up by Chris. We're going to make some changes. Chris threw it back in the offensive zone, and we're offside. And pretty bad offsides, too, so I'm not sure where this faceoff's going to come. 12 seconds left on the clock. We're staying right here at the blue line, although we had 2 players in down by the goal when he flung it back in the zone. Okay, so it's William and Langston. We haven't figured out who's going to take the draw yet. So it looks like Riot, Brody, and Dakota. Second period's about to come to an end here. Control by the Patriots. Dakota lost the puck, though, and now chucked in by William. And the puck's in deep. Now forechecking is Riot. And 6 seconds left. Riot's there, but he got hammered on the puck. Now over to Dakota. Dakota trying to center it. Getting tied up down there, and that'll be the end of the period. So after 2 periods of play, Newark is winning 2-1. Second intermission starts now. Referees are anxious to start the third period. They're whistling for the players to break from the huddle. We're going to be defending the left side of the screen here for the third period. Henry's still in net. Dakota, Brody, Riot, Langston, and William. Riot taking the draw.
Let's go, Riot!
And Newark won the draw, but it stuck to Langston there. Now they're offsides, and that's what the whistle is. Back to the blue line. Tie him up. Patriots won the draw. Williams got it on. Shovels it ahead for Dakota. Dakota bangs it in. Could be icing. Icing's the call. It's going to come all the way back.
Come on, guys!
Well, they're going to stay out there for another drop, but now we're in the defensive zone. Right, taking some direction there from the coach. As he go talk to them. See what happens here. Referee directing traffic. And controlled by Dakota, sends it out of the zone, held in by Newark. Newark immediately takes a shot, and Henry got a piece of that, knocked away. Williams there, got tied up in the corner. They send it into the crease, gave big rebound up, and now settled by Langston. Langston sends it ahead for Brody. Brody sends it ahead for Riot. Riot charging away on a 2-on-1. Puts some speed on, has it on the backhand, playing keep away. Now sends it into the slot. It missed everything. It went over to the far side. Excuse me, I bumped the camera there. Now picked up, and Brody's there, and he sends it ahead, but intercepted by Langston in our defensive zone. We're going to make some changes. And he flicks it out towards the blue line and cleared out. Over to Bryant. Bryant's going the other way on a 1-on-1. And brings it on the forehand. Takes a shot. Coley gave up a rebound. Puck stuck in front of him. Took another attempted shot there, but it got knocked away by the defense. Now out of the zone, but Williams there, and he chips at it. And Dakota sends it back towards Brody. Brody enters the zone. Onside. Has it on our forehand. Deflected away by the defensive stick of Newark. Back out to the blue line. Hammered back in by Langston. And it hits somebody or something and stuck in there. And now the puck's loose behind the net. Riot's there on a forecheck, but taken away by Newark. Newark sends it ahead to the blue line. Langston steps up but can't hold the zone. Now Newark's got a 1-on-1 going the other way. He sends it to William. Williams trying to clear the zone. Sitting on the puck there, and now kicking at it. Now catching up is the defense. They shoot. Puck comes off the side of the net. Now Henry's, and they score. That puck was ricocheting around in there and found the back of the net. And that puts the score 3-1 Newark with 11:23 to go in the period. And I think, I don't know what's going on. The referee's pointing at the, I think Brody's going to take a penalty here after the play is over. I'm not sure what that was all about. In sportsmanlike, or he's not motioning. Brody went in the penalty box. And now the referee's going to go talk to the bench. I don't know what's going on. Brody's in the penalty box. After the goal, I think he did something or said something. And the referee didn't like it. And they still haven't put the penalty on the board yet. So Z's out there now, Dylan, Danny, and Cohen. And the referee's going to go talk to the other bench. Scorers are manipulating the scoreboard, but now they got a 2-minute penalty on the board for Brody. I'm not sure what that penalty is. We're short-handed here. Now Danny's got it. He won that draw. Danny sends it ahead for Dylan. It hit Dylan, but now Newark's got control of it. Intercepted by Z. Z turns quickly now. Lost the puck though. Now charging ahead is Cohen. Cohen's going to knock this puck in deep in the zone, and the penalty kill continues. Forward checking here is Dylan, and Dylan tripped him. No call though. And the puck comes out of the zone, and now Danny's there. Takes it away. Getting some pressure from Newark. He sends it off the Newark player. Now sends it back in the Newark's defensive zone and settled by Newark. And now they're going to regroup. And they send it ahead. They miss their passes, though. It comes into our defensive zone and sent out of the zone by Danny. But now Newark's going to get back on side, and they regroup at neutral ice. And power play for Newark continues. Now they're bringing it into the center. Missed the pass. Comes over to the near side. Dylan's there. Chips it ahead to himself. And now trying to clear the zone, but held back in by Newark. And now out of his zone. And now forechecking is Dylan in neutral ice. Dylan got a piece of that pass, but not enough of it. And Newark's now regrouping in her neutral zone. And they charge into the zone. They have it on the forehand. Shoots, and Henry saw that and gloved it, and that'll stop play. 57 seconds left in the penalty kill. 10:19 to go in the third period. Patriots are losing. The score is 3-1 Newark. Jackson and Chris are out there on defense now. Dakota, Riot. Dakota and Chris set up in the slot. And Riot is going to take this face-off. Won by Newark. Newark's going to send it into the high slot as the player takes a shot. Went high over the top of the net, but stays in play. Chris sends it out to Dakota, who ties it up with his skate, and now held in by Newark, and now the puck's close out. And fetching again is Chris. Chris sends it back to the blue line and shoveled back in on a backhand by Newark. And Newark sends it around the net over to the far side. Dakota's there. Sends it on the backhand to Riot. Riot's going the other way, short-handed on a one-on-one. Has it on the backhand, getting some pressure. Now collects it back. And I don't know, it didn't go in. Now we have a penalty shot called on Newark. So Riot's going to get a penalty shot. 9:50 on that stoppage of play. Penalty shot coming for Riot. I think they're saying the defenseman interfered with him so much, they're going to give Riot a clear shot at this. I am not going to touch his camera for fear of making it go blurry. So I'm just going to let it set right there. And Riot's going to do his magic here. It is a 3-1 game. Newark's up by 2 goals. This penalty shot could be very important. No pressure on Riot. Referee's talking it over with him, explaining what he's got to do here. But essentially he's got one run at it. And Riot's still asking more questions. All right, referee gave him the whistle. Here we go. All eyes on Riot. He got it on a forehand. He's going to skate to the left. Goalie comes way out of the net to play this. Now brings it in, shoots, and gives up. Misses the net. He didn't miss the net. Goalie got a big piece of that. And no goal. So back to an offensive zone faceoff, though, for the Patriots. All right. Dakota, Riot. We have 28 seconds left in this shorthanded situation. Dakota's against the board. I don't understand that. I think he should be in the slot, but Patriots won the draw. Dakota immediately takes a shot. It went off the side of the net now. Full checking as Riot comes out to the point. Jackson's there. Sends it back in now. Ricochets behind the net. Loose puck. Dakota's down there. Sends it over to Riot. Riot collects the puck now. Has it on a forehand. Takes a wraparound. Goalie was there and sealed the edge. Comes over to the near side. And now the full strength here. Excuse me, not full strength. Back to 9 seconds left in the power play. Split our defense, but Chris is out there trying to slow him down. And pushes him off the puck. Now we got a penalty coming on Chris. And that'll put us right back. We were back to full strength for about a half a second there. And now Chris is going to take a penalty, and we're going to go back to penalty kick.
Hit the box, Drew!
Let's see what this penalty is. I think it's going to be roughing. Cross-checking is the call on Chris. So shorthanded again for another 2 minutes. 9:20 to go on the clock for the third period. Nico's out there. Jackson, Zach, and William. Nico and Jackson are in the slot. Zach taking the draw. And control by the Patriots back to William. William's going to hammer it over here to the near side, coming out towards the blue line. And hammered back in by Newark. Bouncing puck on its edge. And bring it over here on the forehand. Sends it off of active stick. Goes into the slot. Takes a shot. It hit Jackson. And we got an injured player. I think it's Nico's down. Now he got back up. Jackson airmails it out. That could be icing. Icing's the call. It's going to come all the way back. Minute 37 left in the kill. 8:57 left on the third period clock. They're going to stay out there for another drop. Jackson comes off the ice. Langston replaces him. Langston and Nico set up in the slot. Zach taking the face-off.
Up to the point, Chico!
Controlled by Newark, but taken away by the Patriots. Now balance for loose puck in the slot, taken away by Zach. Zach lost the puck against the boards. Now comes into the circle. And now knocked away by Langston, but now going to get settled by Newark. They send it out to their blue line, and he's going to settle the puck there, looking for a pass. Takes a shot, scores! And power play goal for Newark puts the score 4-1. 8:39 to go in the third period. Riot, Dakota, Brody, Langston, Williams. And Patriots win the draw. Langston's got it, sends it across ice to Dakota. Dakota now enters the zone, dumps it in. Loose puck now behind the net in the corner. And Newark's there, but so is Brody, who couldn't do much with it. Williams got to control the puck, flings it back into Brody. Brody getting some pressure, but still controls the puck. Brings it into the high slot, lost the puck, left the zone. Now poked at by Newark going the other way. Williams trying to catch up, and does, pokes at it, but they send it across the ice, and now Newark collects the puck in a corner, and they send it, redirected it towards the net, but it missed the net. Now off the side of the net, picked up by William. William sends it out, but got touched up by a Newark player, and now Newark throws it into the far corner. Chasing after both teams, but Langston's there. Now they left the puck behind. Hammered, but goes off of William. Now sends it on the backhand. Now Moose reaches out and covers it, and that'll stop play. 7:56 to go in the third period. Newark is winning 4-1. We have a defensive zone face-off and some fresh legs coming out on the ice. Danny, Cohen, Z, Dylan, and Yosef. Z taking the draw. Dylan and Cohen are in the side. Takes a shot, and Henry temporarily lost it, but then found it in his sweater, and that'll stop play again. Controlled by Newark. Immediately he's going to take it towards the net, knocked away by Danny. Over to Z. Z skating with it now, getting joined by Dylan and Yosef. Crosses the red line. We got to get onside. He's onside. Brings it on a forehand. Takes a shot from a weird angle. Goes a mile in the air. Now bouncing in the front of the net there. Picked up by Newark. Poked at by the Patriots, but can't do much with it. Danny steps up and hits a Newark player's jersey. And now Newark's onside. Getting some pressure from Danny. Smears him off the puck, but Newark controls the puck. Swatting at it was Danny. They send it in across the ice. Over to the far side. Yosef's there, going to step up. Takes a big collision, but clears the zone. Now Newark collects the puck and gets some pressure there from Dylan. And Newark's back on side. They send it ahead. And back check, though, by Dylan. Now they're back on side. Offside's the call. To the blue line. 7-12. Third period continues. Patriots are down by 3 goals. The score is 4-1. Z taking the face-off. Yosef in the center ice. Dylan against the boards. Chris and Jackson back on the fence. And Newark won that draw. And they're handling it right at the blue. They send it across side, but Chris is there. Sends it ahead for Yosef. Yosef set up the puck in neutral ice. Crosses the red line. Charging into the offensive zone. Dumps it in, but now getting taken away by Newark. Keeping the pressure on the puck, though. Dylan's got it. Sends it off the side of the net. Redirected out the net by the defense. Over to behind rear side boards. And Z's there trying to control, put some pressure on it. Knocked away by Newark. Stepping up is Yosef. Left the puck in the high slot. Now Newark knocked it out of there. Back to neutral ice and got to get settled by Jackson. Jackson lost the puck, knocked it over to Chris. Chris sends it ahead for Yosef, but didn't make that connection. Newark's got it, poking at it, it's Chris. And loose puck now, neutral ice. Newark dumps it ahead and stuck against the boards. Now across the ice towards the center. Newark's on side, but they're changing. They throw this puck into the netting. It went off the defensive stick, so I think this is going to stay in the defensive zone, but let's see where they do this. Yeah, in the defensive zone is where he's pointing. So William and Langston on defense. Johnny, Riot, Ellis. Johnny and Langston are in the slot. Riot taking the draw. Controlled by Newark, but taken away by Ellis. Ellis sends it ahead to Riot. Riot skating hard, crosses the red line. Now enters the zone, has it on a forehand. Got some pressure, now swings it towards the slot. Ellis is there, got knocked away by defenseman. Back towards the top of the circle, knocked away by Newark. And now Newark settles the puck and trying to get out of there, but back check by Ellis. Ellis now has it on a forehand, takes a shot and gave up a rebound, but now picked up by Newark. Newark trying to chip it out of there, getting some pressure from Johnny, but they entered the neutral zone and now got past their defense, has it on a forehand, takes a shot. And Henry gave up a rebound, didn't know where it was, but Williams saw it and picked it up and skates with it and gets it out of there. And now dumped back in by Newark. Puck's behind the net, Langston's there. Langston sends it ahead, it hit the referee's skate. Now picked up by William. Williams skating hard to break out and does. Now crosses the red line, got slowed down there, makes the move, sends it over to Ellis. Ellis takes the shot but didn't get much on it. Now knocked away by Newark, over to Riot. Riot shoots, got blocked away by the defense, by the goalie. He got back out to the point. Langston hammers the shot, got redirected now by the defense. Now takes another backhanded blind shot, missed the net, over to the side of the net. Now stuck there and tied up, but not under the cover of the goalie, and no whistle yet. And now they're swatting at each other. And now Ellis tries to center it, got knocked away, and now picked up by Newark, going the other way, and we're going to come out to neutral ice. William trying to slow him down, kicked it away to himself. Now picked up by William. William made a move, now into the high slot, brings us onside, has the puck, sends it over to Ellis. Ellis takes a shot. Goalie saw that, gloves it, and that'll stop play. 4:54. Third period. Patriots are down by 3 goals. Offensive zone faceoff coming. Nico, Gethin, Cohen, Danny, and Zach. Zach is going to take the draw. Gethin sets up in the slot.
Come on, Zach, win the shit!
Controlled by Newark, and they send it out to hammered by Cohen, but it got touched up by a defender. Now settled by Newark. Newark sends it ahead, missed the pass. We got left the zone though. We got to get back on side, and we do. Now Cohen's going to dump it in. Loose puck now behind the net. Forechecking is Gethin. Gethin's over there, and now Newark made a move to get away from Gethin, and now they bring the puck out, going hard the other way, and skating hard through neutral ice. Got a lot of speed on. Brings it over here on the forehand. Made a move and scored. And that puts the score 5-1 Newark. 4:27, third period. Dakota, Brody, Riot, Chris, and Jackson. Controlled by Newark. They immediately charge into the zone. Take a shot. Goes off of Jackson. Now settled by Riot. Left the zone, but controlled by Newark. Newark shovels it ahead. Intercepted by Riot. Riot, excuse me, Brody. Brody now made a move. Got away from that 1-4 checker. Sends it across ice to Riot. Back to Brody. Brody lost the puck in the high slot. Newark's there, and they shut back in by Chris, and now held in by Riot. Riot's got on the forehand, sends it over to himself. Got taken all the way by Newark. Newark's got control of the puck. Here comes, he's got away from the forecheck there. Now Newark's going hard the other way and brings it through neutral ice. Chris is banging on him, trying to slow him down. Got past our defense and takes a shot. Gave up a rebound. And now Jackson steps up, knocks it away, now into the high slot and hit Jackson again. Now out to the high slot. They throw it back in, bounces straight up in the air. Hand pass, but knocked down by Newark. And now goes through the slot over to the far side. Chris is there. He's going to bang on this and ice the puck, I think. It's going to go all the way down. Chasing after it hard, it's going to be icing. Coming all the way back. 3:28 on that stoppage of play back to our defensive zone. We're going to make some changes. William, Langston on defense. Z, Dylan, and Yosef. Patriots are down by 4 goals. 3:28 left on the third period clock.
Should we leave you guys alone?
And controlled by Newark. And they send it into the, taken away by Dylan. Dylan sends it to Yosef. Yosef got a one-on-one going the other way. Made a move there at the high side. Takes a shot. Goalie gave up a rebound. Dylan's there. Takes another shot. Goalie gloved that rebound shot, and that'll stop play. 3:15 to go. Offensive zone face-off this time. Z's taking a draw. Yosef's in the slot. And controlled by Newark. Newark pushing ahead, but now they have control of the puck. They hit William as it left the zone, but now going through neutral ice. Momentum is carrying the puck towards our defensive zone. Z's there, banging on it, but didn't get much on it. Now it goes and loose puck here, neutral ice, controlled by Newark. Forward checking. Can't be much with it. Now stepping up is William, and he's going to push it out of the zone. Now Newark's back outside. And now chipping at it. Dilling pushed it ahead. Now gets behind the defense, but not taken away by a defender. And now sends it on net. Goalie gave up a rebound. Stepping up is Yosef, but can't do much with it. Over to the near side, Z takes a shot and goes back out towards the blue line, poking at it. Now shoveling it is Langston, holds his own. Z controls it on a forehand now, sends it to Yosef. Yosef's going to wind up lifts on a shot. And now banging on it, trying to hold his own. Yosef's got it in the high slot now. Takes a shot, hit a couple things, got redirected and missed the net. Over to the far side, controlled by Newark. Comes out now, swooping on it is Dylan. Dylan's going to dump it in on a backhand over to Z. Z's got on it, lost the puck. Playing keep away though, looking for a pass, sends it out to William. William's got to settle bouncing the puck. Sends it over to Langston. Langston's got to step up, but doesn't know where the puck is. And now pushes it into the corner. And Yosef's down there trying to get out of there. Whiffs on a pass and now taken away by Delaware. Newark. And now going the other way, Newark's going to dump it in, got smeared in the boards, and now sent back towards the blue line, picked up by Z. Z controls the puck now, he's skating with it, throws it ahead to himself, but there's a Newark player there waiting for it. Over to Langston. Langston made a move, got away from that forecheck, now dumps it in. We're onside, but puck is loose, and now comes back in neutral ice, slowing him. And they got behind our defense. We were making some changes there. Shoots and scores. And that puts the score 6-1, Newark. 1:38 to go in the period. Zach, Nico, Geffen, Cohen, Danny. Zach taking a faceoff. And controlled by Patriots. Nico's got it on a forehand, takes a shot, missed the net, goes over the far side, active stick by the goalie, knocked it away even further. Now it comes out towards the blue line, skating with its Newark. They cross it out to neutral ice. Danny's there to collect the puck though, and sends it back into neutral ice, but there's a Newark player there waiting for it. And now Newark going the other way, and they're onside. He's got it on a forehand. Takes a shot, missed the net, comes over to the near side, coming over towards the circle, got smeared in the boards by Zach, and Nico swatted on it, trying to clear it out. And now held in by Newark. And now sent ahead, but held in by Newark. Still battling for control of the puck there on the near side board. pops out of there. Now got behind our defense, but stepping up was Danny. Now Danny skating with it. Brings it over to the far side. Sends it ahead for Gethin. Can't quite make that connection. And now over to the near side. Almost was a high stick there. Now Newark's got it on the backhand behind the net. And brings it, throws it into the slot. There's a player there. Takes a one-time shot but misses the net. Over the near side. 18 seconds left. Goes over to the far side. Gethin's there. Pops the puck in the air. Knocked down by a paw of Danny. Danny flicks it out to the blue line, but held in by Newark. Kicked that, and now could move the zone. And no, held in by Newark. Now Newark's going to take a shot. Scores. 3 seconds left on the clock, and Newark scores, and that scores 7-1, and they let the clock run out. And that's the final score. 7-1, final score. Newark won. So first game of the tournament didn't go well. We got no more games today. We got 2 games tomorrow. I'll be live streaming those, so be on the lookout for the link. I'll send that out today. Thanks for tuning in.